Hi guys, it's Nick here, and today I thought I'd tell you some stories about times I've fallen over. They will be probably funny, or stories that I find funny now that I've fallen over and I'm fine. Some of them I'll have laughed about at the time, some of them it'll have probably taken me a while to be able to laugh about. Some of which, or most of which, I might have mentioned before on various platforms, but even so I thought I'd put them all together in one nice little video for you all. So if you want to laugh, you can laugh, go ahead. I'm obviously fine now because I'm here and I'm fine, so let's go. Okay, so my mum loves to tell a story about the time when I was a kid, and I was apparently in our local market somewhere, and I fell over. My cerebral palsy affects my balance, so I fall quite a lot, I should add, and I fell over, and when I fall, my instant reaction is to reach out and try and grab whatever is in front of me, whatever's closest, to stop myself from falling over. Only on one occasion, the thing closest to me happened to be quite an older man, apparently, according to my mum, although I'm too young to remember this story, so I have no idea who this man was or anything, but apparently I fell over and I caught onto him and I started sort of almost pulled his jeans down, although I think he managed to stop me from doing that, but my mum loves to tell that story to embarrass me sometimes. On another vein, there's another story where I was in our local supermarket this time, again years and years ago, although I do remember this one, and I started to fall. I was sort of walking down an aisle, or I may have been running, who knows, and I started to trip. And I reached out to grab, but I was in the middle of the aisle, so there wasn't very much to grab onto. So I reached out to try and sort of flail my arms around to get my balance, and just so happened to accidentally grab a gentleman supermarket worker around the waist. Not in anywhere not in any sexual places or anything, but I was so embarrassed, and he just looked at me, and I think he was a bit like, whoa, what's going on? Why is this girl sort of like clung on to me all of a sudden? But and he looked a bit awkward, and I was really embarrassed and really apologetic. But now I actually sort of can laugh about it, and I'm pretty sure I did apologise, and he didn't seem angry or anything. So there was also a time, I'd be getting a bit older this time, I guess, maybe 14, when my dad had gone. The only washing basket in the house was in my mum and dad's bedroom, and my dad had gone to sleep, and my mum was still sort of downstairs, and I wanted to put some washing in the wash basket, and I thought, oh, but I don't want to turn the bedroom light on and wake my dad up, so I'll just sort of sneak in really quietly, tiptoe, and I'll just shove the washing in the wash basket and leave, because my dad can sleep through anything. My dad's a really heavy sleeper. And anyway, just so happened there was something on the floor that I didn't see because the light wasn't on, so I was walking across the room to the wash basket, tripped over this thing. Not only did I fall into the wash basket, but it was like a wooden wash basket. It wasn't wooden, but it was a canvas wash basket on a wooden frame, and the canvas was in the middle and it folded up. And I landed right on one of the wooden bars, fell into the washing basket. Not only did I fall into the washing basket, I then broke said washing basket, which was really, really awkward. This one is kind of cheating because it's not really a fall as such, but there was a time we were with some friends and we were having a barbecue, and I'd been sat in a foldaway deck chair, and my mum was helping me up because I think I needed to go to the toilet or something, and she went to pull me up, and she couldn't pull me up, and she was pulling and pulling for ages, and I got stuck, and then the deck chair sort of folded over, like fell over sideways, and she was still pulling me out, but the jeans I had on didn't fit me properly at the time, so the more she was pulling, the more my jeans were coming down, and the more my jeans came down, the more people could see of my underwear, which was really awkward, but at the same time also really funny, because I knew I was around like family friends, and it was a couple of other families that we knew, and I actually did manage to laugh about that one at the time. The one fall that I've never been allowed to forget, or probably never will be allowed to forget, is what I have dubbed on my blog as the gravy fall. I'll put a link to the post in the description box down below, and that is the time that I was getting a mug of gravy and I was carrying it across the kitchen, and I slipped and I fell backwards, and I was like, oh my goodness me, oh my goodness, I'm falling over backwards, don't hit your head, oh my gosh, you've got a hot mug, oh my gosh, it's got gravy in it, and oh my gosh, what if the mug breaks, what if it breaks, what are you going to do, what if you burn yourself? And anyway, luckily I managed to sort of, instinctively I gripped on really tightly to the mug so that I wouldn't drop that and smash that everywhere, potentially over me, so I managed to fall backwards. I managed to miss hitting my head. I managed to land on my bum, which is a real rarity actually in Nickland. I usually either land on my face, or my head, whichever. I can never usually land on my bum. And gravy went all over me, all over the kitchen. We just had the kitchen redecorated, and it went from one side of the kitchen to the other, all over our lovely magnolia and white kitchen. Woo! Although thankfully we have a kitchen that is wipeable downable, that you can wipe down. I don't really know. Yeah, anyway, we could wipe the kitchen down and none of it was stained or anything, which was really good. But I stood up and I was in a pyjamas and a onesie at the time, and my boyfriend was helping me out with the onesie, and he was just like, you got gravy on your nose? And I was like, yeah, cheers. And thankfully the onesie that was pink and white made it out of the wash in pristine condition. Okay, so that's enough falling over stories for now. I've got so many more that I can tell you, but if I told you them all now, this video would probably be about an hour long. So if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you want me to do more videos where I tell another compilation of falling over stories, let me know. Either give this video a thumbs up, let me know in the comments, or come get in touch with me on social media, links in the description. I hope you liked this, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!